Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video friends, we will be discussing important current affairs of the topic international affairs for the June month, right? This session will be very interesting and important. So do pay attention. Here we will be discussing about various organizations, various deals that have been signed with India along with other countries, right? Like what kinds of guidelines has been launched, what are the new events that are taking place, right? What are the new decisions taken by our world leaders, by various countries, right? What MOUs has been signed, correct? So let's start. First, which ministry released the OTT guidelines for anti-tobacco warning on the OTT platforms? First of all, you should know the full form of OTT. What is your OTT stands for? OTT is your over the top platform. This is over the top platform, OTT, correct? What are the examples of OTT such as your Netflix, Amazon Prime, right? Then comes your Jio TV, right? Then Hotstar. These are some examples. And the first state to launch their own OTT platform by the name C Space was Kerala, right? So question asked here is, which ministry released the OTT guidelines for anti-tobacco warnings, right? In order to provide awareness or to create awareness about the harmful effects of tobacco on the health. Recently, which ministry released these OTT guidelines? It is your Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, correct? This ministry released the guidelines for anti-tobacco warnings on OTT. If the name of minister is asked, Mansukh Mandviya, he released it, right? And this is, as I just mentioned, it is for the OTT platform. So all the online content that is created, online content that is created on these platforms will have to follow these anti-tobacco guidelines, right? They have to create awareness in the market that these products, they are harmful and they lead to cancer also, and they are bad for your health, correct? Then remember, then some of the important things you remember, like if we talk about some features of these guidelines, first is, yeah, these platforms, they have to display anti-tobacco health spots, correct? They have to show them for a minimum of 30 seconds at the beginning and the middle of the program. Then these content or these platforms, they also have to exhibit the anti-tobacco health warnings during the display of tobacco products or their use. Correct? And also they have to tell about the ill effects of the use of tobacco for about a minimum of 20 seconds at the beginning and the middle of the program. Right? Then apart from this, remember, tobacco cause cancer or tobacco kills. These are the warnings that must be highlighted. Correct? Then display of brands of cigarettes or any other tobacco product or any form of tobacco product is prohibited on these OTT platforms. Correct? Then next thing, remember, if next question asked to you is name the dashboard that was launched for online reporting of tobacco control activities, right? Say for example, these guidelines are being breached, right? And some of the OTT platforms or the content that is being made on it, on them, they are not following these guidelines. So where should we report? This should be reported at NTCP, that is National Tobacco Control Program. Right? Here you can report all these activities. Apart from this, Mansukh Mandviya also released a tobacco free youth campaign. What is the name of this tobacco free youth campaign? It is आज जिंदगी जीते हैं. आज जिंदगी जीते हैं. Correct? This is the tobacco free youth campaign, that is आज free जीते हैं, and it is a musical anthem that was launched by whom? It was launched by Mansukh Mandviya. Correct? So this is you need to know regarding OTT guidelines. Next is which country has joined the centralized library network for testing vaccines? Tell me, which is the platform that has joined the centralized library network for testing vaccines? This network, CLN, Centralized Library Network. Correct? So India through their ICMR. So first of all, you should know it is India. India's ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, and their department, National Institute of Virology, that is NIV, they have joined the centralized library network. Correct? And this is for the CEPI. That is, what is CEPI? It stands for Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation. Right? This organization works together to test vaccines that can be used during a pandemic, for example, such as your was COVID-19. Correct? As of May 30, 5 new members based in Africa and India joined the CLN network, and currently it has a total of 15 partners, or we can say 15 partner facilities. Correct? And these 15 partner facilities, they are located in 13 countries. Then CLN, this centralized library network, it is a part of the CEPI, and the network is the largest global group which has the standardized methods and materials for testing various vaccines. Correct? So remember, from India it is your ICMR and their department NIV, that is National Institute of Virology. Moving on. Apart from this, let's discuss a report that was released by UNICEF. Right? UNICEF released a report recently on 13th of June, and it was about the extreme weather events that are taking all around the world. And because of this, a data was released that almost 12 million children have been displaced in 2022 alone, right? So it was UNICEF that released the data about the displacement of children, and almost 12 million children were displaced in 2022 alone. If we talk about some of these weather events, such as your flood, right, that happened in Pakistan, almost 1/3 of the Pakistan was underwater. Then there was drought in Africa. Correct? Then there was drought in China, European nations, right? And there is a data also that Europe is one of the fastest warming continent in the world, right? So question asked that which is the fastest warming continent in the world? It is Europe. Correct? Apart from this, because of these events, large portion of the children were displaced, and data was released that almost 12 million children displaced in 2022 alone. Correct? The number of children forcefully displaced from their homes doubled in the last decade. This is because of this, one of the reason that UNICEF gave was for this climate change only, but you should also understand there are multiple other factors also, such as your, one of them is your war, that is Ukraine Russia war that is going on, and because of which multiple or large population of Ukraine has been migrated, and the country that has taken the largest migration from UK is from Ukraine is Germany, right? You should also know this. Then recently, if we are talking about international affairs, India has made history at international level as they have launched Chandrayaan 3. Correct? It was launched using, or it was launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center, that is in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. And in this only, remember which was the launch vehicle that was used here to launch this Chandrayaan 3? It was LMV 3, or sorry, LVM 3. Correct? Next is United Nations Security Council extended the UN political mission in Sudan for how many months? See, first of all, you should remember that this United Nations Security Council, right, they have extended this UN political mission in Sudan for how many months? So it has been extended for next 6 months. First answer is this, right? Now, if we talk about this, what is the date till it has been extended if asked? So it is till 3rd of December 2023. This mission has been extended as the conflict in Sudan has worsened, right? Then adopting the resolution, that is 2685, UNSC also requested Secretary General of UN to continue reporting on the implementation on the mission's mandate every 90 days and decided to remain actively seized of the matter. Correct? So it has been extended till 6 months. Moving on to the next question. Which are the 5 new non-permanent members of United Nations Security Council? Right? So who has become the new 5 members of United Nations Security Council? See, before this, which organization elected 5 new countries to become as the non-permanent member of United Nations Security Council? It will be your United Nations General Assembly, right? Was UNGA that elected 5 new non-permanent members, which are they? Algeria, Guyana, South Korea, Sierra Leone, and Slovenia. These are the 5 countries that has been appointed as the non-permanent member of Security Council, right? What will be their term period? They have been elected for 2 years, right? And this is from January 2024 till December 2025, right? Then remember, these new 5 elected countries, they will be replacing Albania, Brazil, Gabon, Ghana, and UAE, whose term ended on 31st of December 2023. Correct? Then if we talk about United Nations Security Council, it was established in 1946, correct? And it is to maintain international peace and security, right? It has 15 members, 5 of which are permanent members. And which are the permanent members here? USA, Russia, China, UK, and France. These are the permanent members, right? And they have a right to veto also. That can undo any decision or resolution. Then remember, now if we talk about who is having the presidency of United Nations Security Council for 2023, this time the presidency for June 2023 is with United Arab Emirates, right? And this presidency is for 1 month. Next month, with alphabetical order from the presidency will change, correct? And if we talk about United Nations General Assembly, where is the headquarter of it? It is in New York, USA. Moving on. Third cohort of 4 ocean innovators was launched by which organization? This three or third cohort of four ocean innovators that aims to accelerate the progress on the sustainable development goals, that is for the target 4.2, 14.2, 14.5 and 14.7. If we look at this target 14.2, that sustainable development goal 14.2 is for marine protected areas. 14.5 is for area based management and 14.7 is for blue economy. Correct. So the third cohort of four ocean innovators was launched by which organization? It was launched by United Nations Development Program. The headquarter of this is in New York, USA. Right. Then these four innovations will demonstrate the compelling roles of the marine spatial planning, marine protected areas, right, and environmentally and socially sustainable economic activities. Correct. Then United Nations Development Program's Ocean Innovation Challenge, they will provide financial mentoring, incubator support to these four ocean innovators. Correct. And remember, United Nations Development Program, they have committed to deliver at least 100 ocean innovations by 2030. Right. These innovations will help in improving our ocean quality as of now, and they will be helping to save our planet, right? So more and more innovation should come in this sector so that more and more people can be aware about it and more conservation can be done for the environment. Correct. Apart from this, recently, how much support has been provided for this program for 2 years? A total of 250 US dollar for 2 years will be provided, right? Third cohort received the financial support to ocean innovators for up to 250,000 US dollar for next 2 years. Right? Here you can see financial support of 250,000 will be provided for 2 years and 100 ocean innovations will be delivered by the year 2030. Moving on, what is the other name of High Seas Treaty? High Seas Treaty, this is known by the name BBNJ Treaty, that is Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction, right? BBNJ Treaty. This is also known as High Seas Treaty, and this is for protecting the high seas, or we can say protecting or preserving the marine biodiversity. Correct? In order to conserve this, in order to make sure that the biodiversity is safe in international waters, this treaty was signed, that is High Seas Treaty or BBNJ Treaty. Then this agreement was signed under UNCLOS. What does this stands for? This is your United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. This came into effect in 1994 and it is about the conservation and the sustainable use of marine biodiversity of areas beyond the national jurisdiction. Correct? And remember, the treaty has established the first ever framework for governing practices like fishing, mining, oil extraction in the international waters. Correct? Then remember, the treaty established a framework for marine protected areas and this will be open for signature in New York for 2 years starting 20th of September 2023. Right? Next. And also remember, it is an agreement under the UNCLOS and this treaty established the framework for governing practices like fishing, mining and oil extraction in the international waters. Next, a resolution to establish a memorial wall to honor the fallen heroes in peacekeeper wars drafted by the country. Was drafted by which country? So remember, it was India that has passed this resolution in United Nations that we should develop a memorial wall that is for the fallen peacekeepers. Who are those fallen peacekeepers? These are those individuals, right? These are those soldiers that were sent by various countries into the United Nations peacekeeping mission, right? And in order to honor those fallen peacekeepers, a memorial wall should be established. This wall will honor 3,500 peacekeepers who lost their life in different missions of conflict areas across the globe, right? And the amount of money that will be required for this will be funded voluntarily by various countries. It was adopted by consensus and resolution was co-sponsored by 190 member nation out of 193 member nations. Correct? Then remember, if we talk about Indian peacekeepers, right, with more than 6,000 military and police personals that were deployed to various countries under these missions, and India is the third largest contributor of uniformed personals to the United Nations peacekeeping missions. 178 Indian peacekeepers have been sacrificed in the UN peacekeeping mission so far. Right? Mark this important topic to discuss and note about. Next, which country became a global leader in the leads certification? Right? So, which is the country that became the global leader in the leads zero certification? It is your dash country. Which is it? Tell me. It is India, right? US, that is United Nations Green Building Council and Green Business Certic Incorporation, have notified that India has emerged as the global leader with leadership in energy and environmental design zero green building projects, right? This what is lead. So if I ask you what is the full form of leads or what is the full form of lead, it is leadership in energy and environmental design, right? And recently India has emerged as the global leader here, that we are now making shifting hugely towards sustainable development goals, and we are making sure that our environment is safe, and for that whatever needs to be done is being implemented by India, be it in the energy sector or be it in the infrastructure wise. Correct? Then here remember, LEAD recognizes the projects that have reached the net zero or net positive status in the release of carbon. Alright, and US and China stands at second and third position in the LEAD zero certification. Correct? So India is on the top, then it is US, and then it is China. Correct? India has a total of 73 LEED Zero certified projects that comprises 45% of more than 150 total LEED projects. Correct? And they are in Haryana and Tamil Nadu. They are leading the way in India. Right? If we talk about what is the target of India to become carbon neutral, it is 2070. Target of Kerala to become carbon neutral, it is 2050, and they aims to become they aims to shift from 100% renewable energy, or they aims to shift towards 100% sustainable energy or renewable and sustainable energy by the year 2040. Correct? And remember, LEED recognizes that the projects that have reached net zero or net positive status in the categories of carbon, energy, water or waste, right? Carbon, energy, right? And your renewable energy. Correct? So this is regarding your LEEDs zero certification. Here India has stopped according to US GBC and GBCI. Next, which startup was chosen by United Nations for Food Startup Accelerator Program? Right? It is your Farmers Fresh Zone, right? This is a Kerala based startup. Correct? This startup eliminates the intermediaries and ensure fair prices for vegetables and agriculture products, right? So I repeat, this startup, what is the aim of this? That it has uh, eliminated the intermediate people, and they have ensured fair and price for the vegetables and the agriculture products to the farmers, right? So directly we can say that farmer is producing these various vegetables and fruits, and there is no middleman now, because the rise of price and the correct amount that a farmer should not get was stopped by this middleman. Now the farmers is been directly connected with the final authority or for the final person who will then sell it. So this work has been done by Farmers Fresh Zone, that is Farmers FZ. Correct? This is a e-commerce platform. That is e-commerce platform, right? This is located in Kochi, Kerala, and this commenced their operation. This startup commenced their operations in 2015, right? This was launched under Kusum mission of Kerala, that is Kerala Startup Mission, right? And the aim here was to accomplish or to follow the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, right? And Kusum, this is a nodal agency of Kerala government that is focusing on entrepreneurship, right? Next, which Indian organization participated in Intersolar Europe 2023? So it is IREDA, that is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, right? This is a mini Ratna company. This is a mini Ratna company, right? Of category 1, correct? And they have recently participated in a 3-day Intersolar Europe exercise or Intersolar Europe. This was a exhibition, not exercise. And where was this held? This was held in Munich, Germany. Correct? So this Intersolar Europe, this is an exhibition. This was held in Munich, Germany. This was a 3-day long exhibition, and the inauguration of this was carried out by Pradeep Kumar Das, Chairman and Managing Director of IREDA. Right? This exhibition aimed at educating visitors on the IREDA's initiative on financing renewable energy projects in India. And during this exhibition, IREDA officials attended meetings with various Germany banks and to review the current progress and explore the participation and partnership in various opportunities in the renewable energy sector. Correct? So which Indian organization participated in Intersolar Europe, that is an exhibition? It is IREDA. Next, who approved Bharat 6G Vision Framework IMT 2030? So this IMT 2030, that is International Mobile Telecommunication. International Mobile Telecommunication, right? Because IMT also stands for Industrial Model Township, so don't get confused with it. This is 6G, this is for internet, and this is for International Mobile Telecommunication. So question asked here is, who approved Bharat 6G Vision Framework for IMT 2030? It is ITU, that is International Telecommunication Union, right? During their 44th meeting of this ITU RWP 5D, that is Radio Communication Sector Working Party 5D, right? This was held in Geneva, Switzerland from 12th to 22nd of June, right? And as I mentioned, this event was held in Geneva, Switzerland, and this framework basically recommendations will be becoming a base document for the 6G work across different research group, right? So coming back, remember this particular framework IMT 2030 that was approved by ITU, correct? So the framework, the various guidelines, various decisions that will be taken during this event, they will be becoming guidelines for the work that will be carried out in the vision of 6th generation of internet, right? And the target here is 2030, correct? Then here only remember ITU, this is now intending to develop various interfaces that will allow interworking of terrestrial 6G network with non-terrestrial technologies such as the satellites that were launched by OneWeb, Telesat, even Starlink, correct? If we talk about ITU, this was founded in 1865. Secretary General here is Doreen Bodgan Martin, and the headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. Next, World Bank has recently paused the debt payments for developing nations, and they have asked them to use that money for the development in their nation, correct? And if you remember, recently we are seeing that because of high inflation, right, because of the lockdown, everything was shut down, and from that inflation rose. And the one of the main reasons why inflation rose was because USA printed a huge amount of money, and they have even touched their debt ceiling, but these debt ceilings were then paused, and we will be seeing that this debt ceiling will again be increased, right? And we will be seeing more amount of money now that will be printed, and with that we will be seeing that the money will become more accessible to the people and the things will get more costly, right? And for this, remember, International Monetary Fund issued $100 billion target for special drawing rights for the vulnerable countries. Right? Apart from this, remember, World Bank announced new and expanded toolkit to support the countries towards the crisis preparedness, response and recovery. Correct? During a summit that was the summit for a new global financial pact held in Paris, France. This toolkit will include offering a pause debt payments for the most vulnerable countries, redirecting finances, linking crisis preparedness and financing that will allow countries to build emergency system and have quick disbursing finance available in the time of crisis. Also building enhanced catastrophe insurances for the providing resource without adding to the debt. Also IMF has given, apart from this, 3 million or 3 billion dollars to the crisis stricken Pakistan, right? $3 billion were approved for Pakistan by IMF. Correct? So, friends, these were your important current affairs. These were your international affairs for the month of June. I hope the session was interesting and you gained multiple knowledge from this. If you want these sessions to be on daily basis and if you find these sessions to be interesting, then do like these videos, and I want to see maximum to maximum students watching these international topic or be in any topic wise videos, because they will be very beneficial for revision perspective. Correct? So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is VICAS10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code VICAS10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.